Okay, now that you've got your banner completed, what we're going to do is work on this next section, which we named section 1. Okay, so we're going to put some text in that section. So what we're going to do is, remember this folder HTML content where you got all your images from. There's a Word for document in there called content for website. When you open that, it'll come up with this document, and all you do is just copy that text from there. And what we're going to do is paste it into our section 1. So we'll remove this content as we don't need it anymore. And we're just going to paste that into there. So now we've pasted that into there. Now, if you can't, that's fine. If you haven't got access to this document, any text from the internet is fine as long as we've got something to work with. Now, if we run this, okay, it will look like this. Okay, currently it's messed up. It's all over the place. Okay, it's not exactly what we want it to do or look like. So we need to organize this first. So firstly, the title is what is HTML, then it follows by this paragraph, then a few bullet points there, and more paragraphs as we go along. Okay, so what we're going to do first is, okay, this part, which is the head. So what we do with heads, we put them in H1 tag. And we close that H1 tag off here because that's where our head ends. Okay, look at this. Okay, now our title has come up in for big format and it's in blue. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with the others, but instead of heads, we're going to put paragraphs. So p tags at the start. Uh, Save that. Just copy and paste that. Copy the p. So not there. One here. Okay, h1 there. H1 tag. Oops. Oops. Closing tag there. Okay, so we need to close these p tag. Actually, let's just see what it looks like at the moment. Okay, so this is what it looks like at the moment. So we've got these, we've got everything on a line, p tags as well. Let's just separate this as well. So what's this? Separation of HTML from. Let's just locate that on our page. Into that. Let's put p tag there. Save. Okay, now that's separating. We just need to put that part on a separate line as well. Copy there. Okay, if we refresh that now that we've got all our text on one line, which is exactly what we want, so that's perfectly fine. Now it's saying missing p close tags, so we need to close those p tags off as well. Oops. Let's copy that, paste on every line. Okay, if you've done this part, just skip it because you don't need to carry on watching it. Close this p tag off. You see what I look like? Yep, so that's perfectly fine. So as you can see, p tag. Now we need probably one there as well, small screens. Yep, that's done now. Now, currently, okay, that's fine. It's perfectly working. We just need to, oh, these bullet points, if you notice, they've now disappeared. Okay, the reason is bullet points are not recognized in HTML. So what we do is delete those bullet points and we just put LIs in there. So list items, because as you know, as we've done this previously, an LI stands for list item. And because it's an unordered list, or well, you haven't specified as an unordered or ordered list, it automatically assumes that it's going to be an unordered list and it will just put those bullet points there. So if we refresh that, hopefully we should get bullet points. Yep, there you go, bullet points to replace that. Okay, now what we need to do is this text is too in line with the actual edge of this wrap of this div, so we need to space it, but we can do that by going to style sheet, and we can go to the, which is it, the section 1, and we can do padding around that. So we're going to do padding, let's do 20 pixels all around. See, that's fine. Okay, there you go. Now it's got padding all the way around it. Excellent. Okay, we want to actually pad these in even more. So what we could do, okay, actually, firstly, let's look at this text. We want to change it. Let's change it. If we want to change the color, what we can do overall for the section, or we can actually do section 1 H1. So the H1 inside section 1, we're going to do color white, font family, do Arial, close that off, refresh that. Oops. Oh, sorry, we haven't got dot section. Forgot about the dot. I just remember to do that. So if you save that now, okay, as you can see, it's already done. So that's now in white. So we've got our text there. Our text, we might want to change that font as well. So we can do actually overall font family just for that section. We'll have it 14 pixels. Sorry, not font family, Arial, and then font size. Let's see, 14 pixels. Okay, let's look at that now. Okay, that text is now adjusted. Can't really tell the font, so let's make it 18. There you go. The font is perfectly done. So that's section 1. But actually, I think I need to move this, sort the padding out for that as well. The top and bottom is perfectly fine, but it's the left and right. I want it padded in a bit more. So for the left and right, let's increase the size. The padding, I've done 20 top and bottom, and I'll do 40 for left and right. Okay, so that's now moved in a bit. Excellent. Okay, so that looks much more better. Okay, so that's the section 1 complete. Now we're going to move on to gallery, which is a bit of a tricky part. So that's the one we're going to be looking at now, how to do the gallery section for your website.